Hi there everybody, it's UK Stamping Up independent demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I am playing with the Kangaroo and Company photopolymer stamp set. I think this is one of the cutest stamp sets we've had, I really do. Little Roo here is my favourite, I think he's so cute. Here is the card that I have made featuring Roo. And it just says hopping by just to say hi. And I'm going to show you how to put this together. So what you're going to need is you're going to need your stamping blends or some sort of colouring medium. You're going to need some scrap basic white cardstock. On top of that, you'll need your memento ink for stamping. You're going to need a piece of crumb cake cardstock that is 10 centimetres by 14.35 centimetres. And some basic white that is 9.5 centimetres by 13.35 centimetres. So it just sits in at 0.5 centimetre there. And if you're over in the States, you just need to take it down 1/4 of an inch. Okay, let's get started. I do love this card. I think it's really sweet. I like any sort of character cards and things like that I can stamp and blend all day. So I'm just going to ink him up and stamp him down. So I want one of him. I want one of the flower. I want 2 of the butterflies. I want one of the envelope, and I forgot to put the envelope on a block before we started because I'm just clearly not paying attention. So I'm going to get the envelope out now, and I'm also going to get the sentiment out because I just had a bit of a moment there and didn't do either. And I thought, oh, I'll get them all lined up so it'll be quicker and easier just to go. So you need one of the envelope, and then you also need the sentiment. But leave that a bit of a way out from everything else, okay? Because you're going to be using the postage stamp punch to punch that sentiment out. So if I just grab that, put that over the top there and punch that out. Okay, these ones here, the stamp set actually comes with frames. You can get them at 10% off if you buy the stamp and the dies together. So I'm going to be die cutting these out once I've cut them, but once I've coloured them. I'm just going to show you how I did that. So for the envelope, I just put on Poppy Parade Dark and Poppy Parade Light blend onto the envelope, and that's the envelope done. For the butterflies, I used Mango Melody for the centre of the butterfly. And I also use Mango Melody for the centre of these flowers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I think that's all of them. I used Soft Sea Foam for the wings of the butterfly, and that's Soft Sea Foam Light, and it was dark Mango Melody. You want to keep this out because I actually used this for the bottom of the card as well. So keep that quite handy. Then you want to use the dark Flirty Flamingo for the flowers. Okay, one there and one there. The light Highland Heather for the swirl of the flowers. So these here I'm thinking might be tulips, and I like tulips. So tulips are actually some of my favourite flowers. So there we go. Nice and happy I think tulips are, they make me smile. And light Granny Apple Green for the leaves. You notice I'm not really blending any of these, I'm just getting the colour on. So if you wanted to use your Stampin' Right markers because you don't have blends, feel free to go ahead. I've got the light petal pink blend and the ivory blend. So light petal pink for Rue's tummy. And for the inside of his ear and the tip of his schnoz. And then ivory around the rest of his body. So I'm actually just using the bullet tip to go around the lines. And then once I've done that, I'm going to switch over and use the brush tip just to get some more colour on there. Okay. I don't like using the brush tip by the edges because I get carried away when I'm blending and I colour out the lines. There we go. Okay, so you want to take that off. You want to die cut those pieces out and then you'll be left with Rue, the envelope, two little butterflies, Hansel and Gretel, up there, and the little flower just there. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to grab your basic white, and you also want to grab a post-it note. And if you can see, I've gone about a third of the way up here, probably just a bit more, between a third and a half, sort of about there. And I've just lined the post-it note up on my grid paper so it's perfectly straight. And you want the flower and the memento. And you're just going to put a couple of these onto the paper, okay? So one. I'm going to be stamping off, and I don't like stamping off on my grid paper. A little bit OCD with things like that. There we go. Just pop a few on like that. Okay, whip off the post-it note and you'll notice you've got your straight line all the way across there. So then what you want to do is you just want to grab, I'm going to grab my journaling pen, but you could also take your Stampin' Right marker, you could take your basic black blend, you know, whichever one you wanted to do. And I'm just going to run it across that line there that we had before, just to edge it off. I'm only going to do one line, nice and simple. Like that. Okay, so it will look sort of like that. Right, you want to colour the flowers the exact same we coloured those ones there so that they match. So I'm going to come across and do these in one go. So this is Mango Melody, all of the middle of the flowers. Light Highland Heather, all of my tulips. It's a really happy stamp set, this one, isn't it? It just makes me chuckle. And the dies are quite cute because there's a pouch in the Mama Kangaroo. So in Kanga, there's a little pouch and you can actually put Rue in there, and you can put Rue and a message in there as well. It's very clever. If you have a look at the mini catalogue, you'll be able to see how those work, but they are they're cute. So there we go, and that tulip up there, and then over on this one. Okay, the leaves. Oh, I've missed a tulip. There's always one, isn't there, when you're going back over with the other blends that you notice that you've missed. Or I think there is. So we're gearing up for a new catalogue. That will be coming out soon. We have got 4 new sets of blends colours. Very excited about that coordinate with the in colours. Actually, I think we lie. I think all 5 of them have got blends going with them. I do like it when we get some new colours. I think Stampin' Up do wonderful with their colours. We've got lots of lovely colours, and we have got loads, but whenever you get the new in colours, the new 5, I just think it injects, it kind of like just refreshes them a little bit, and you get excited about new colours. So I do like that. They'll be out soon. If you want a copy of the new catalogue, please do just leave me a message below or DM me. You can find me over on Instagram, on Facebook, Slim and Stylish, or you can just email me, slimandstylish@live.co.uk, and I will pick it up and I'll get one in the post to you. I will let you know that I am having a little bit of trouble with my blog, so www.slimandstylish.com is my blog. And if you submit it there, it seems to go into a junk folder that I can't find, and then all of a sudden will appear about 2 months later. So if you do put a request in there, or you have put a request in there, I'm very sorry if you haven't received your catalogues from there. Please do just drop me an email as well. You know, you can contact me through social media all the time, and I'll pick it up straight away and get onto it. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I think I just repel technology. There we go. So there's all the flowers coloured. To finish that bit off, I'm just going to put this back underneath because you know me, I really don't want to go messy. I'm going to start off with a bullet tip, and I'm going to go around the flowers just to edge them, and around the edging up here. Once I've done that, I can then go across with the brush tip, which will be a lot quicker, and get some more ink onto the paper. But as I said earlier, I like doing the fine detail with a bullet tip first. Sorry, I go quiet when I colour as well. I think it's because I worry that if I chatter all the way through it, I'm going to make a mistake. So it's one of the reasons I've sort of stopped fussy cutting on cameras as well, because I like fussy cutting and I can sit here quite quietly and fussy cut away, but I just do panic that I'm just going to natter along and chop a leaf off or chop a head off something or anything like that. I would have to start all over again. So there we go. And then I'm just going to, this is literally the quickest ever, just pop in a bit of colour on. And the great thing about the blends is you don't have to worry if it's starting to look messy part way through. By the time it dries, trust me, it looks really good because it's an alcohol ink. It just merges in with the rest of the ink on the paper. And you don't have to worry about it looking streaky or messy. It will just dry nice. If you do go over it too many times in one place though, it will go darker. So then just go over the other places to make it match. Dead simple. Really do like alcohol colouring. It's nice and simple if you're new to colouring, but at the same time there's loads of tips and tricks so you can always expand what you're doing. Okay. By the time that dries out, that will dry out fine. So I'm just going to pop across some of the twine. So what I've actually done with the twine is I have put a whole host of different lines on here. I've tried to make it as thick as possible. So 1, 2, 3, I think I did. me just double check that I've got that the right length. Yep, so with the 3, what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to loop them all together like that, but have them go just off the page. Okay. Then you want some glue dots and your piercing tool. And you want to put across all 3. So this will fill this glue dot quite nicely. And if you can still see any of it, just push it underneath. There we go. And again over at this end. But instead of using the glue dot at this end, because I'm going to be putting my bow there, I'm actually just going to run that under the card and use my glue dot the other side. So it folds it over. And then finally, I'm just going to fold over these ones as well. Just like that. Once you've done that, you want to put it onto your base card. So as I said, my backing card is crumb cake, and I'm going to be putting it on flat. So Stampin' seal. Oh, that's new. Ordinarily, I'd put the glue on here and stick it down. For some unknown reason, I've actually put it onto the base. No harm because I haven't gone close to the edges, but really you should put it onto your basic white and not look at what I've just done for some weird reason. I have no idea why I did that. So then make a little bow out of the twine. I don't have much twine left. I'm going to have to get myself some of that ordered. I do find twine really, really useful. This twine was part of a double twine set that came with the snail suite in the mini. So as I said, that will end up going on where that glue dot is there. So I'm just going to grab the glue dots, which is over there. Put it on. Pull it off and stick it on. There you go. There's the bow. Then for the rest of it, you're going to want a set of dimensionals. There's a centimetre to cut out. And then you're going to want to start balancing these up and building this up quite nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a dimensional on that corner like that. And then I'm going to stick Roo over the top so I can work out exactly where I want him. I'm going to do the same over here. So I'm going to put a dimensional on the corner and I'm going to put another dimensional behind where this flower bit is there. So it's got the sticky bit so you can stick it on. So first of all, I'm going to put the flower on. Like that. And then I'm going to put the envelope over the top of it like that. And then you can just remove the backs of the dimensionals. I might just put one more on that top corner to balance it. And stick it on your card. So I've stuck it so it just goes over the twine. Like that. And then the ribbon comes over the top of it. And then finally, little glue dots on the back of Hansel and Gretel up here. 1. 2. And then you just want to put it onto a card base. So I have a load of card bases on the side of my desk. These are basic white. They're the thick basic white. They've been cut in half and scored in half. And I'm just going to fold it over and burnish it. And then stick this on. I'm going to be sticking it flat so I can use Stampin' seal again. And then pop that onto the card. Finally, for a bit of glitz with the embellishments, I'm going to be using these lovely opal rounds, which I think are beautiful. And I've just put 3 of the smaller ones in this corner over here. So 1, 2, 3. And there we go. Card all finished. What do you think? I do really like this set. Kangaroo and Company. Everything I've used today is available at www.slimandstylish.stampingup.net. Please do give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment if you have liked the video, let me know. And do subscribe for more videos. Thanks everybody for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. I hope you've enjoyed today's project. All items that I have used on this video are available to purchase from my store, www.slimandstylish.stampingup.net. Alternatively, if you would like a copy of our catalogues, please send me an email to slimandstylish@live.co.uk or leave me a comment below and I'll get in touch with you. I upload regular content to this channel, so if you do enjoy watching my tutorials, please make sure that you have subscribed and rang the bell to get notifications when new videos go live. Thank you for joining me and have a lovely day.